You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Welcome to another edition of TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football Podcast, where we talk about Turkish national team, Turkish Super Lig, and what goes on in the Turkish football. In 15 minutes, I will try to give you my rants, and we'll also talk about the week 4 coming up starting this Saturday. So, first, you probably heard my rants before this podcast. The last podcast, I mentioned a lot of things about Turkish national team. And if you listen to that podcast again, you will see how right I was about what happened against Netherlands. So, the last time we talked to you in this podcast, within 15 minutes of the program, I talked about how awful Turkish national team did against Montenegro. In the very last seconds of the match, they tied in Turkey 2-2 against Montenegro. And I said then, you must win your home matches if you want to claim your first place or go to the World Cup. Well, guess what? Turkey, this past 10 days, they played 3 matches. They tied at home 1. And 2 away matches has been a disaster. Because, as I told you, Gibraltar was no addition for Turkish national team. And I said that they should have won it. They won. It was not easy. They won it in the second half. That was fine and dandy. But this past weekend, we saw disaster. We have not seen in Turkish national team since 1970s. Turkish national team lost to Netherlands 6-1. This is shame. This is shameful. It's on Senol Güney's watch and everybody else. Not even the first minute of the match, 52nd of the match, when you have an awful defense. I've been saying this ever since Turkish national team has been playing games in European competitions. Their defense looks very bad. And if you watch the goal again that the Netherlands scored in the 56th second of the match, you could see 4 or 5 guys on the defense. They couldn't even clear the ball. The first minute. Not even happened, and Netherlands scored on Turkey. Now, as a team, you know you're playing away. You're in their stadium. You know they're going to be fully attacking you in the beginning of the match. What kind of preparation for this match that you had your team up to this match? They did not sleep a night before the match? Senol Güney? If you lose a match with this disaster score, you need to be criticized. You need to come up to the mic and answer the questions. Don't blame this. Don't blame the media. Don't blame the TV people. Blame to yourself and blame to players. Because you're the one who has to get ready those players on the pitch. You did not do that. And Turkey lost this match with a shameful score, 6-1. That is a disaster in Turkish football. So, after Turkey lost this match, guess what? In 3 matches, as I mentioned to you before, they should have at least got 7 points. Guess they only got 4 points. And what happened while Norway and Netherlands won their match, Turkey stayed back. From first place, they dropped down to third place. Now, in the group, you got Netherlands on top with 13 points, and you got also Norway with 13 points, and Turkey is in third place with 11 points. And don't forget, you got Latvia and Montenegro. Montenegro has got 8 points, and Latvia with 5 points. Now, we have to play against these two teams in the month of November and October. So, the remaining of 4 matches, ladies and gentlemen, in October and November, there's no ifs or buts. Forget about the first place. There's no way Turkey could win the first place in this group. They cannot claim the first place. Their best shot will be second place and playoffs. They have to win their 4 matches in October and November. In October, Turkey at home they will be hosting Norway. And Norway with 13 points. This will happen on October 8th. And following the October 8th match, and Turkey will be, October 11th, will be traveling to Latvia. Remember Latvia? I told you this in my last podcast. Latvia, in the 2004 European qualification matches playoff round, they eliminate Turkey in 2 matches. And guess what? Senol Güneş was coach then too. In the first match, Latvia at home, they beat Turkey 1-0. And the second match in Turkey, they tied with Turkey 2-2, just like the match that I talked about in my last podcast, what Montenegro did to us in Turkey this past 10 days. So, Latvia, could they damage Turkey again in October? We'll see. But Turkey has to win their 4 matches. The remaining 4 matches. So, it is up to Senol Güneş. There's a lot of rumors going on. He might resign, but I have not heard anything yet. And I also heard that Turkish national team, Turkish Football Federation, looking for a new coach. We'll see what happens. But believe me, this was disaster. This was egg on the face on Senol Güneş and Turkish national team and their players. We thought these young players were the guys that were going to bring Turkey to a World Cup. What happened? Something went wrong between the players and Senol Güneş. That's all I have to say. Well, I know my podcast is only 15 minutes. I don't want to bore you with a lot of news, and I don't want to give you a 30 minutes talk right here. I want to give you a quick and get out in 15 minutes. Let's talk about week 4 in the Turkish Super Lig. You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast, and my name's Ahmet Bob Turgut. Now, week 4, we're back to Turkish Super Lig, and it will start on Saturday. And looking at the matches, we'll be playing on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. There are 4 matches on Saturday, and 4 matches on Sunday, and 2 matches on Monday. So on Saturday, Fatih Karagümrük will host Adana Demirspor, and Konyaspor will be at home against Altay. Kayserispor will host Kasımpaşa, and Beşiktaş will be at home against Yeni Malatyaspor. Very crucial match in Konya. Konya has 7 points, while Altay has 7 points. Remember, first 2 weeks, Altay was in first place in the standings. Now, they're dropped down to 4th or 5th place. As you know, Trabzonspor is on top with 9 points there, and Fenerbahçe follows Trabzonspor with 9, and Beşiktaş is in 3rd place with 7 points, and along with Galatasaray and Konyaspor. So, Konyaspor, and if Beşiktaş wins on Saturday, they could claim, one of those teams could claim the first place. On Sunday, you have Fenerbahçe playing against Sivasspor in Istanbul, and Rizespor will host Hatayspor. Rize is only with 1 point, and Hatay has 4 points. Rizespor is desperate for a win. We'll see what happens. Another team that has very few points, Göztepe will be hosting zero pointless Başakşehir at home in Izmir. Göztepe has to win. Başakşehir, one-time defending champions, hasn't earned any points after 3 weeks. We'll see what happens there. The match of the week will happen on Sunday in Trabzon. The first place in the Turkish Super Lig will go against Galatasaray. Trabzonspor has 9 points and Galatasaray has 7 points. This will be the match. This will be the match of the week in the week 4. On Monday, you have Gaziantep will be at home against Antalya. Gaziantep has only 1 point, and Alanyaspor will be at home against pointless Giresunspor, newly promoted team. Giresunspor does not look good, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think they're going to survive in this Turkish Super League. So we'll see what happens, but my match of the week, Trabzonspor Galatasaray match, should be dandy on Sunday. Stay tuned. This match will be on Bein Sports USA. I'm sure on Saturday there will be a couple matches will be on Bein Sports, also on Bein Sports USA too. Couple news notes for you. Göztepe hired new coach. The new coach's name, Nastro El Maestro. And Fenerbahçe loaned Steven Kalker to Gaziantep. And Galatasaray loaned Mustafa Asunkao in the last-minute transfer news. And Bülent Korkmaz, one-time Turkish national team defender, also played for Galatasaray a long time. He will be coaching Alanyaspor. Bülent Korkmaz will be coaching Alanyaspor. So week 4 is full of actions. We'll start on Saturday. Lots of matches on Saturday, Sunday, and only 2 matches on Monday. So those are the things that I gave you. The standings as far as Trabzonspor is on top with 9 points. Fenerbahçe follows them with 9. Those are the 2 teams that hasn't lost a match yet in the Turkish Super League. And looking at the bottom of the barrel, Giresunspor, Başakşehir, Rize, Gaziantep, and sorry to say that, but Sivasspor does not look good along with Adana Demirspor. So, this is it for this podcast, and 15 minutes is almost up. This is TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, please listen to my podcast. Thank you for listening. See you next time.